Hey, this is Ada.
And this is Stefan.
And welcome to Living Simply in Mexico.
So Ada, what's the topic for today?
Here we are, we're at the start of we're really in the high season now.
Yes.
I mean, there's no doubt at the airport, we were here. But it's really the first true high season post-pandemic. And so there's a ton of places that are opening up. And so we're gonna highlight some of the places we tried out because we wanted to kind of hit them before they got too busy, especially if they were really good.
We're gonna hit some of our typical places, show you some things that we're doing to prep for high season because we're gonna have some friends join us later on. None of the places that we went to or we talk about are sponsored. And so just keep that in mind when you see this video.
One of the first places that we ate when we were here is a new place that has fresh homemade pasta, and it's an Argentine, it's kind of more of an Argentine vibe to it, and that's El Bodegón de Pastas.
And that's just north of the Rio Cuale, so it's easy walking distance from El Centro as well as the Romantic Zone. And it was really cool because it's one of those like little small places where, I don't know, maybe it had like 3 tables.
Like, yeah, 3 or 4 tables.
And they're literally cooking the food right on the street. So you can walk by and see them cooking their fresh pasta, which is really cool.
And the texture is a little different.
What's inside?
I had 3 options. This one, the classic with ham, mozzarella, and basil. The bell pepper sorrentino with bacon and manchego cheese filling. Or my spinach sorrentino with portobello filling.
I've been walking past there several times this week, and it smells like awesome. It'll be like fresh garlic or fresh pasta. So yeah, you really can't miss it if you happen to walk by it.
Yeah, so we went there and obviously it fills up pretty quickly. I actually didn't get pasta. I actually had some chicken and potatoes, my Midwest upbringing, I guess. And Ada had some pasta and it was really good.
One of the things that I enjoy is when I go to places and they have a pretty simple menu. This menu, I was a little confused only because it was on chalkboards and they had it both translated in English and Spanish, but like there was one point I actually thought I was ordering 2 different types of flans and it was really the same flan. It was just one was translated in English and I didn't realize that because of course flan is flan in Spanish or English.
Yeah, so we got 2 flans, but it's all good.
All right. So this is like my absolute favorite store in Puerto Vallarta for finding like really cool rusticy things. If you kind of love like sort of digging for treasure, this is the store.
Was it called the
Anglo-Mexican Design Group? I am never disappointed. I don't think we're ever disappointed when we walk in there. It's a great place for if you're looking for something a little rustic, something a little quirky, and some stuff that's traditional as well. Awesome for finding like the little, we have like a bunch of these little guys, but they're just so quirky. It's like quirky rustic. They're so much fun and I love them. Really, really fantastic. Russell and Betty are always there and they always take care of us.
You on the touchscreen, buddy?
Okay. This is the message.
So so Google Translate is saying you've reached the limit of characters is 5,000. You've reached the limit.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
If you're looking for something that is unique, that is really coming from Mexico, they drive to Guadalajara.
They drive to Guadalajara pretty regularly.
Purchase things and then bring it back. And it's high quality and relatively inexpensive. It's not like you're in a designer studio.
Super fair pricing.
Yeah, so we always go there and grab stuff. So I know that that's a secret place, but not so secret anymore.
Which
All right.
Welcome to Rico Indian. Yeah.
Exactly. This is the first time here. This is exciting.
I want all of the food.
All the food?
Yes.
It looks really yummy.
I want all of the food. One of the things that you guys know that we're pretty passionate about is the Isla Cuale. Not only is it looking fantastic, there is new life. There's a new restaurant called Rico Indian. So for the meat tasting one,
Okay.
give us the 3 that you like the most.
How long have you had the place open?
Less than a week.
Less than a week? Awesome.
We ate every single thing on the menu. They have tasting menus we had everything and it was all great.
I think that the best part about it is we have a daughter who is for the most part vegetarian. And oddly enough, has never really eaten a lot of Indian food. And so we took her there and she absolutely loved it. I was so hungry, I missed the first appetizer that came, but it's yummy.
Oh, I'm not gonna pronounce it. A-I-O-O. Ayu shot?
Shot? All right. We'll see.
Succulent fried potatoes served with yogurt and chutneys.
Nummy.
It's really good.
Again, already dug into it because it was so good. The vegetarian tasting dish. We're getting worse.
You completely missed that one.
We totally missed the dessert. It was the, what was that called?
Oh, I don't know.
It was good though. Like a ball, fried ball
It was
with.
a ball. It was good.
Yeah, someone
all
on here
good.
knows it. And that was kind of a
It's like an almond.
almond pudding thing. That was really good. Sorry guys.
Once again, this is on the Isla, and it just has this natural vibe. There's a little bar there, and I think that once
Was it Babel Bar was there?
Babel Bar used to be there,
Yeah.
yeah. And so I think in the future they're going to probably plan on doing some things, which I think they're already doing some live music,
Yeah,
but we just
yeah.
haven't hit it yet.
Yeah, I was going to say Babel Bar was so awesome when it was here because it did have live music pretty much every day. I don't know if the Indian restaurant plans on that, but if you're watching, good idea. Oh, and I wanted to say, it's kind of like the Isla's a little dark at night. It's kind of a quiet area, but there is a light at the end of the tunnel. And also too, over here you can get through by the ped bridges that come across. So it's pretty easy to get to. So look it up and that's it.
You had a little visitor, didn't you?
Yeah, exactly. I was putting in a timer and some irrigation, and I was digging it on the fountain. All of a sudden, I hear this crash, bang, and I'm looking around, going, "What?" And all of a sudden, I have an iguana staring at me.
A garrobo.
Yes, a garrobo, black iguana, I guess. That fell from the skies, like literally. I don't know if it hit terminal velocity, but it was moving real fast. You okay, buddy? He almost hit me on the head. Is he another bear? He's smaller than the other one we had.
Yeah, those I think are the mean ones.
Yeah, the darker colored ones?
Yeah. So,
well. Buddy, what were you thinking? This guy fell from there, this level, to that level where I was working. Nowhere to go, huh, buddy? One of the places we typically go to, and it says great food, and it's run by Francine Nguyen, is the Bonito Kitchen. And so there's two locations. So we go to the one that's downtown here in the Romantic Zone.
in Emiliano.
In Emiliano Zapata, actually, yes. It's further east a walk. Well worth it. Really good Asian fusion food. But she started up another business in concert with another partner, and we checked that as well. It's just around the block.
Yeah, that's Casita Garden. It's a wine and sake experience. You walk in there, there's actually a wine store. We walked into the wine cellar, which was kind of cool. And then a beautiful garden outside. So definitely I could see that as a place, just going and just being able to just kind of chill out with friends.
Yeah, it's really nice. They also had they had on draft craft beer too. So it's usually, if you're the beer person and you're in like a wine and sake place, it's like, oh yeah, I only drink beer. They've got that too there, some really good craft beer. We haven't tried it yet, but next time we'll go back and check it out because it looks like a really cool place. A cool destination for you if you're here.
Hi. I'm in my happy place.
Yes, exactly. Down with the wine.
We actually had our meetup this time around, and we did it there on the Isla, and I think, and actually we even had Guy doing some Guy Weeks, who is
the big volunteer. Yeah, he's the guy that spends full time down at the Isla. He did a tour of the Isla for people.
Did a little informal tour,
cool.
Which was fantastic.
The Las Brazzas there, which is a restaurant we had our meetup at.
And we had we had at least 30.
Yeah, we had at least 30. And if you want to come to our meetup group, we are going to have a meetup in December. And typically on those meetups, check our Facebook group, Living Simply in Mexico, because that's where we typically post the meetup information. And that's gone really well. So definitely check that out. We'll have a meetup in December, probably late December, right before Christmas. So hopefully you guys will be there for that. And destination TBD. So while I was working on the yard, Ada and our daughter went out to catch some boba, which is quite new to at least the central area of Puerto Vallarta.
All right, little boba loco. My daughter is so excited about boba tea Because it's like all over back home. So
Yes.
yeah, you just opened, right?
Yes, like just a month ago now.
Okay.
We're trying to introduce it to the locals here as well.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not popular. This is the first one here in El Centro.
Oh, cool! Yeah, no, it's going to be, I think, a popular place. Owned by also a former physical, well, I shouldn't say former physical therapist, but another physical therapist, Greg.
He's doing more Boba than physical
He's
therapy.
doing more Boba. But anyways, and kind of like I said, I wanted to try to see if I can try most of the things on the menu. And if you don't know, it's like they'll have fruit teas and smoothies, but there's like tapioca balls in there, so you kind of get a refreshing drink along with a little chewy, if it just for something different with texture. And so my daughter loves them, and I do too.
But I like it when
My daughter got a little lychee, and I got the taro. So,
That's good.
that's yummy.
Yeah, and Greg's pretty active in the community too, helping out.
He's really active,
So, that's
especially
awesome.
he's also helping with the Isla and doing some fundraisers and stuff for that. So yeah, but anyways, really happy that we could support him, and my daughter was really happy to have
Yes,
it.
exactly. So now she's got an Indian restaurant and a boba tea place. Nice.
All right. Oh, sorry. Little A's over there. She doesn't like to be on camera, so we'll keep her off. But we decided to just take a little, to have a little girls' spa day. And I had walked past this little nail salon, this nail spa, a couple nights ago, and it kind of caught my eye. And so today we were looking to see if we could find a place where we could, both hang out here. And oh my gosh, found a gem. And this is Claudia, by the way, who's had this had it for what, like 19 years? Or 24 years.
1998. That was the first time that I opened it.
Claudia is your gal for learning about history of Puerto Vallarta, because
thank you very
she not only it's kind of, because you all know how like we are like we love the history of PV and all of that, but kind of she's got more kind of background in mascota and
Mascota, there are several places around here. In Mascota, San Sebastian, South, you can find very nice things like the Tuiro, and so it's beautiful around here.
So anyways, so I am like super excited because she does little tours. So I want to go check some of those out.
Yes, you will.
So this is the best thing about going, and I got a great pedicure. So
By the way.
yeah, by the way. So anyways, just another example of like coming and supporting kind of just local businesses that catch your eye. So anyways, I'll be back, and we'll be going to Mascota sometime.
Yeah, we will. We'll do it.
I want to find out more about the history, and I think that's one of those local places that we just stumbled into, and I was not expecting that, and it was really a highlight. Check out those toes. Those look pretty good.
Typical place that we go is Salud Superfood. I think that's just an awesome place that people know about. And so you went there as well, right?
Yeah, once again, because we have our daughter with us, who normally she is, bookworm, and so we really try to hit a lot of her favorite spots. So this is one of her favorites. It's our favorite as well for like having a little lunch, having a healthy lunch, have fantastic bowls. And Willie, who owns it, is always super nice. Oh my, it's already happened. We have not quite hit Thanksgiving yet, but here we are. Back on the Isla, the Friday Isla market is back up again. Well, it's Friday and on the Isla, and looks like they're starting to get the markets going. And so just a little small outdoor market, and I think they'll probably, as we start moving into the season, there's a couple of markets that are here in downtown.
Yeah.
There's one over by the Tile Plaza that I think is on Saturday mornings.
Mm-hmm.
And this little one is on Friday mornings at the Isla. So yeah, pretty excited.
It's just
about
great to
it.
see all the activity there, and it's such a nice environment.
Talked a little bit in our last video about Buen, which is the good end, which is kind of the Mexican version of Black Friday.
Yeah.
Well, we took advantage of that. And
Yeah.
we did buy a much needed washer and dryer because ours was on its very, very, very last leg.
Previous episodes ago, we had a washer and dryer that we were looking at trying to fix. And I looked at them And I actually tore them apart and I looked at them on the inside and I said,
So we're sitting around hurrying up and waiting for our washer and dryer, new one to get, to arrive. The problem is they give you a delivery window of about 12 hours. So my contractor's supposed to, I tried to contact him to try to find out if it's gonna be a smaller window because he's gonna help install it and take the old one out. We had to measure. One important thing when you're buying appliances, always measure the openings of the doors they're going to be going through, because that would really stink to have it where they couldn't do it.
Gas or electric or 110,
210 or 220. Yeah, those are all the little bits and pieces that you just got to make sure before you hit buy on some of your larger items. It's noon now. They said between 8 and 7. We'll see.
Ada, what are you waiting for? It's been such a beautiful day.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for the washer dryer, which at 2 p.m. they said your item has been shipped. It's 5 p.m. So although I didn't know I was going to get that little email, so I've been basically stuck here waiting all day since 8 a.m. From 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. is the window.
That's 5?
It's 5 p.m.
Almost there. Can I go for a swim?
Go. I'm looking out for them, and I kind of hear a truck. So I go. I'm on the third floor. So I go and I look over, and I'm like, oh wait, there's our guy. And so as I'm going, I'm running down the stairs so I can, just tell him where to put it. I go out there and the truck is gone. He drove past us. And so I start, hauling down the street to find him. And I finally find him. He's turning around because I know the only way to get out the way he was going was to go up a really steep hill with our washer and dryer on the back of an open flatbed truck.
Yes.
Someone's getting a new washer and dryer today.
I need your help because he needs help.
Okay, I'll be down.
Yeah, and so he comes and he's not a big guy.
No.
And
one guy.
He's got these two pretty large washer and dryers in there. And it's like, oh, my back's going to hate me for this.
Yeah.
And it did. But I helped him drop it off.
I did too.
Yeah, and so, yes, you did too. Thank
Yeah,
goodness.
it took 3
That's
of
what saved
us.
my back, by the way.
It took 3 of us to take this off, and they sent him with one person.
One of the things that Ada caught me a few times was just tinkering around the house where, it's just one of those things where I'm curious if I could heat water if I strung up all of our hundreds of feet of water hose and put it against a little jet in our pool. And yeah.
I just saw all this hose. He was asking, where's our big hose?
I'm just seeing if water can be heated just by hoses, and if so, we may consider a solar heat. But I'm just playing for now, just for fun.
Yeah, I guess that is the true
We've got
DIY.
no hose. Let's see if it heats the water.
Well, we actually did get a solar cover, which I think has helped, because we were trying to look into into a gas. Or into an electric heater, heat pump or whatever.
It's too expensive for having just a little warmer water.
Yeah.
Pay the monthly fee. It's not.
And it's a tiny pool. So, anyways, so we're gonna see. We're gonna see. Good luck. So yeah, there's our. Maybe we'll try pool cover. It got a little bigger than we needed it, but I didn't want to deal with it.
All
right. Pretty much have enough for exactly 2 covers, so we got a spare. Cut it in half.
Yeah, in the morning you get up, instead of being in the 70-degree area in the pool, it's now 84.
Yeah.
So happy days. So we'll see what happens in December, January, but hopefully it'll stay fairly warm.
Well, it just feels good to use something that's low tech and we're not necessarily, using any extra energy.
Yeah, exactly.
Feel it?
I don't know, how's it feel?
Oh.
I'm holding the camera. I'll have to trust you.
It's hot.
Is it hot?
Yeah. So
what did you jerry rig here?
I just plugged it into a jet just temporarily to see if it would make a difference in the temperature by having all this hose here.
So it's basically going through the jet, through the hose, and back out in the pool
Yes.
at a trickle.
Yeah, there's another jet over there, so it's not like taking the whole
Okay.
thing, that's why.
All right. We'll see. But so far, at least the low-tech solar cover,
Makes a big difference.
that was huge. I mean, for basically $100,
This is a little,
less than $100, we were able to get a
Make a
cover
huge
for the
difference.
pool. Actually, we got two for the pool.
The water did it went from 84 degrees to 95 degrees, the trickle of water, mind you. But, the idea is if you did it for, days on end, you'd probably get a degree extra in your pool.
Right, and you
So-
still have to pump it. I don't
Well,
know.
the pump goes from the filter, so you're fine.
Right.
It's the same pump.
And we went to Vegetalia on Thanksgiving.
Yes.
And actually
That's the best time to
last
go.
last Thanksgiving we were at Vegetalia as well. So yes, because they're empty and we're happy to
Yeah.
eat vegetarian on
I'm a carnivore, but I love good food, any type of good food. And so Vegetalia was awesome on Thanksgiving because there was no one in there, which was great. And then we left and we went down to the Melicon, and it just so happened the pirate ship was there.
All right, the pirate ship looks huge because we're used to seeing it from our house.
oh, huh? That's pretty crazy.
All right. I think it's louder from our house though.
And I don't know, we see the pirate ship often from our houses and all, but being up close to that on the Melicon and walking that at night, it's just so beautiful, right?
It looked way different. I was like, I didn't realize the pirate ship was that big because we're used to seeing it way from up above. So there's nothing that feels more like Puerto Vallarta to us than one of our favorite places to go, which is Cuates Y Cuetes, down in the romantic zone for dinner, especially around sunset or in the evening. And it didn't disappoint last night,
Oh
that's
my
for sure.
gosh, that's crazy, that makes me feel like Puerto Vallarta. Oh my God, that's so nice. But yeah, we sat down. We always get a table on the beach. Always ask for on the beach, and the pier was lit up as usual. But then someone had fireworks, and it kept going and going.
And we never see fireworks on this side.
No, it was quite amazing. In fact, it was so amazing, I was able to take a picture of the fireworks after I sat and watched it for 5 minutes, and then took up and did video of the fireworks. And so that was always a great experience, and again, a great experience last night. All right, so as usual, all money from any ads from YouTube go to charity. It's not that much now, but maybe someday it will be. But anyway, like and subscribe, and also if you're really interested in following us and doing a meetup, definitely join our Facebook group.
Yeah, and I also want to just remind you guys, these are great places to visit. Check out some of these establishments, and if there's any other of them that we should check out, let us know, because actually, the pasta place, I had no idea about, and someone told me about it, and so the word of mouth is strong. So definitely let us know, because we're always excited to find new favorite places.
Yeah, and also too on that front, there were so many new places that we saw just walking down the Melicon and actually in the romantic zone, even last night, that we haven't even touched. So this is just a smattering of places. So let us know what you think are great places to visit and eat and drink at. We'd love to hear those, and we'll try them out. And look forward to getting that recommendation.
Pero la neta, si pelara la gallina esta,
They didn't get it.
Always room for churros.